The holiday season is officially here, and for many of us, that means eating a little bit more than we should. So, what are some of the best ways to stay healthy during this time of year? Avni Lal has more.
James, thank you for joining us today. Given the restricted nature of life right now, how can we stay healthy and in shape during the upcoming holiday season?
Yeah, that's a great question. I think there's several things that you can do. You know, the holidays bring on a lot of parties. I know they're going to be restricted, but people are still doing things. And then there's a lot more of those treats that are out there from Halloween to Thanksgiving into the Christmas season. The first step is to really start to look at, how much sugar am I taking in each day? A lot of people don't realize how many sugar and carbohydrates they take in. So maybe count them, see how you're doing. Try to really watch those snack foods and try to make sure, if you're a fan of sports and you're watching them, make sure you put a vegetable tray out. Count out how much, kind of chips and those kind of things that you're eating. Because you know what? Most of the time when you're a fan, you're just sitting there. And I think for a lot of people, they're more sedentary today. And I think getting movement in, watching your calories and the types of food you're picking, super important for your immune system, because people don't realize that alcohol and sugar intake weakens your immunity if you take in too much of it.
Now, it's important that you brought up the immune system, given that we're still in this pandemic. So what are some things that we can do to boost our immune system during this time?
One thing for sure is make sure you're getting plenty of sleep. When people are stressed out, and a lot of people are, they tend to not sleep as well. And that's because your brain can't turn off the stress, so you got to do that. I like taking aged garlic extract. I recommend it to virtually all my patients because there was a study recently that showed that it reduced incidence, duration, and frequency of cold and flu, in addition to the fact that it helps to activate your T killer cells. And these are studies done in humans, so I always like looking at really good data in humans. So aged garlic, to me, fantastic. That's one. Make sure, the obvious ones of making sure your vitamin D is on point, getting that 7 to 9 hours of sleep is on point. Try to get your exercise in. You don't have to be, going out doing, extensive or very hard, difficult things. Just start to walk. Real simple. You can walk 30 minutes a day. That's a great start on to maybe trying to get a bigger pattern in for your exercise. And then really protect your microbiome. There's studies that just show that the probiotic flora in your gut makes a huge difference on your immunity. 70% of your immune system's in your gut. So I think it's important that people consider that as well.
Final thoughts for the upcoming holiday season?
Yeah, manage your stress. I know it's going to be a different holiday season for everyone. Do some deep breathing, right? You can do box breathing and learn how to get that stress down. Unload your stress a couple times a day. Try to get a good night's sleep. And let's find something that you can be grateful for so that you can put a positive spin on this holiday season. I know it's going to be tough for a lot of folks, but at the same time, I'm sure there's some sources of joy.
James, thank you so much. We're going to leave it there. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure.